Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So Microsoft has just released the first version upgrade of PowerToys for this year, 2025, which has been bumped up now to version 0.88.0, which is now the latest release. Now, the update rolled out a couple of hours ago, and the highlight I would consider for this update is the new utility ZoomIt. As you can see here under System Tools, it's even labeled it as new. So if we head into the tool, ZoomIt is a screen zoom annotation and recording tool for technical presentations and demos, in case you're unaware. And I have posted on this when it was still in preview and has now made its way to the stable version. And Microsoft says that this utility from Sysinternals, and by the way, just talking about Sysinternals, when you first enable the feature, you're going to have to just agree to a license agreement between yourself and Sysinternals before you can use the feature. So this utility from Sysinternals has had its source code released and included in PowerToys, according to Microsoft. They also mentioned that ZoomIt will continue to be updated and shipped by Sysinternals for users who prefer to have it as a standalone utility outside of PowerToys. And in this little warning here, they just say that you shouldn't be running ZoomIt on PowerToys and the standalone ZoomIt in one instance. Apparently, you need to exit the original ZoomIt before enabling it here. So just take note of that. Now, once you've toggled the feature on, by default, it'll show up here in your system tray. And I'm just going to give a brief overview because obviously there's quite a lot going on here with all the different functions. So you've got Zoom, you've got Live Zoom. But I'm just going to focus kind of on the three basics here. That's the draw feature, the zoom feature, and the annotate feature. Now to use this, just a brief overview, I'm just going to head to my icon ZoomIt in the system tray. And first of all, before we have a look at draw, zoom, and record, there is a break timer, which you can increase the time by using your up arrow key, and you can decrease the time by using your down arrow key. So this is very much geared towards presentations. And to get out of that, you just push escape, and that's for all of these different components of ZoomIt. If you want to exit, you just push escape. So let's go to the first draw. Obviously, as the name implies, you can use the annotate draw feature. And to get out of that, I'll just use escape. We can zoom. So there we go, ZoomIt, and I think that's a nice handy function, especially during a presentation. And then the last key highlight, record. And as you can see, it pops a yellow border around my screen, obviously very similar to OBS as an example. And that's now recording my screen. I'm not going to do that too long because I am already running a video recorder on top of that for this video. And to stop the record, you just click on the record, and there you go. It wants me to save that recording as an MP4 to my local drive. So I think that's also quite handy. Very geared towards presentations, which I think is a nice move in the right direction. But as I mentioned, guys, this is just a quick overview as to what the feature is all about. There's plenty going on here. So if you are interested in this feature, and you are using PowerToys, go check this out and fiddle around for yourself. And there are plenty of different options for the different components of ZoomIt. And if you have used ZoomIt previously, obviously you would be quite familiar with the different settings and the features available for ZoomIt. But that's now part of the PowerToys. And obviously, as you may well know, PowerToys is maintained and developed by Microsoft over on GitHub. Now, just to focus on a couple of the other highlights for this video, the video conference mute has been deprecated and has now been removed totally from PowerToys. So if you're looking for video conference mute, you're not going to find it here to the left-hand side in your tools. Microsoft has been giving warning messages for that over the last couple of months and has now finally deprecated that. And if you are using PowerToys Run, which I think is one of the most used features in the PowerToys utility app, which is a quick launcher for your desktop, you can use Alt and Space to obviously enable the feature, so Alt and Space. They've improved stability for PowerToys Run, which I think is a good move because they've been giving us quite a lot of attention over the last couple of updates, and I have found that with basically every update that rolls out for PowerToys, there is a new feature or an improvement for PowerToys Run. And then just to mention a couple of general improvements and fixes. They've applied a workaround for the Windows App SDK applications title bar override that was causing accent color to not be shown on the top of applications on Windows 10. So that's just applying to Windows 10. And then they've also improved the admin application running notification check-in logic to be less demanding on resources, which I think is nice. So that gives the app a little bit of a performance boost. And then just the last one to mention for this video, they fixed an issue causing many utilities to crash. And if something is causing a lot of the utilities to crash and that's been fixed, I would say that that is an important fix. And if you need any information regarding what's new other than what I've mentioned in this video, there is a long change log like there always is with PowerToys. You just click on the release notes. This will take you over to GitHub. And here's the full change log. And there's plenty going on, so go check that out for yourself. And plenty of add-ons, improvements, and fixes for the different utilities. So that's PowerToys version 88, which has now made its way into the stable channel. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.